So I ate a little bit of food and I went upstairs and I took a nap. And I managed to mark this. So the mark is there. So this is going to be sitting here. So I said to myself, before I continue working on that, since I have this out, I was able to get in there and I put this there. Right? Yeah, I know. I should have continued with my name on the same line, but I didn't realize I had so much space. Oh well, at least it's there. And then I just finished doing this. So it still needs to dry, but at least it's there. So 0 is there, and then that when you put it there, it's 1/8 of an inch. You put it there, it's 1/4 of an inch, and you put it there, it's 3/8. I tried to see. I was using my drill bits to measure the thickness here, so I just put my drill bit in there and then clamp it back down on it, and that would tell me that okay, the drill bit's 1/4 inch, so that's where 1/4 inch is. I want it to go 1/2 inch. It won't go 1/2 inch, and I want it to go 7/16. It won't go 7/16. So 3/8 there is the top number, and whatever else is after that, you know, it'll go a little bit after 3/8, but not by much. Not even to 7/16. So, but at least it's marked, and you know, for the most part, what's going on there. You know, at the least. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm waiting for it to dry, and once it's dry, I'll pass back over it with the clear coat to seal it off. Same here. I'm still contemplating whether I should put my email address here. I think I might put it underneath it. I just don't have the @ sign. That's the only problem. That's the only problem. I don't know if I can. No, I don't know. So I use that one, and that one, and I use this to try to round it out. So there are a lot of small tools I'll need to make, you know, like hole punches, you know, to punch out holes like that. I'll have to make a few different sizes. What else? Small tools that you need for small things like that. I would never have been able to do that without this. Or this here. Holy shit. My god. And I only bought that just because. I didn't really buy it for any specific reason. I just thought, you know, I'll buy it to fix my PlayStation 4 controller, you know, to see how that goes, and here I am using it. And I couldn't do that with any of my other tweezer, because it's not as precise as this one, you know. So anyway, I don't know how these freaking scratches got here. I just don't know what the fuck happened there. I'm not gonna bother with it. It doesn't compromise the paint or anything by much. Like if you scratch it really hard, it comes off slightly. So, you know. And this nail polish dries really, really fucking fast, man. Really fast. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it again. I think it's some vegan fucking nail polish. I wasn't paying attention too much to that. Like, I did notice it. I think it's some kind of fucking vegan nail polish. Let me go check. It dries fast, man. Like it sets up fast, but then it takes a while to cure. Hurry up. What is this nail polish? This is OP. Oops. This is OP lacquer, nail polish, opaque, bright orange cream, chip resistant, fast drying, no streaks. Okay. I guess it's not vegan, because I've seen some that say it's vegan. Chip resistant, nail polish base. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. Yeah, fast drying. Holy fuck. It's fast drying, but it takes a while to cure. I think I had to put 3 coats on there just to get a solid color and to cover up the white behind it. Well, I'll tell you though, in terms of the color, I think it's good. I think it matches, because you look at that color there, and I was gonna make it kind of round like that, you know, like a strip on the side there. But then I said to myself, you know, it looks good enough like that, and it's about the same color. It looks good enough like that. This one has a lot less. You know what? I never checked that one though. I think I want to check it. Hopefully I don't make a mess here. Let's get the 1/8 and see where the 1/8 sits in the rollers. Hold on. Let me just put this here. Huh. So number 1 is 0. You see the bit is in there. Number 2 is 1/8. Well, about 1/8. Okay. 1/4 inch now. I hope I can get this right on the thing. I think it's right there. Okay. So I guess number 3 is 1/4 inch. All right. So then number 4 is going to be 3/8. I'm really curious about that, you know, just to see for my own personal knowledge. Yeah. So the 3/8 bit is in there, and number 4 is 3/8. Okay. All right. And it doesn't quite go to oops. And it doesn't quite go to 1/2 inch or even 7/16. So they're both flattening the same fucking thing. It doesn't go any further than that. So that's 0, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, 3/8. I don't know why the fuck they marked it like this. Because when you see numbers like that, you would assume that it's in millimeters. You know, maybe 10 millimeters, 20 millimeters, 30 millimeters. I don't know. It's kind of stupid, you know. Oh well. You know what I think I might do too? Right now, while I wait for that to dry, I'll clean up here, whatever I don't need, and I'll bring the motor over. You know what I was looking at? Because this needs to turn this way, right? It's turning this way, and I think the motor is wired to turn that way. See the arrow? Yeah, it's already wired to turn that way. So all I need to do now is just wire it up. How many wires are here? 3 wires. Oh wow, these are not joke. Is that silicone? That feels like silicone. Huh, wow. Those are serious wires, man. I want to take it apart and have a look inside to see what it looks like. This was wired for 120, it said, when I took it apart. So that's hot, neutral, ground. That's what I'm assuming. Maybe I'll put it together right now and test it. and then I'll take it to the machine and put it on and test it out. I mean, I'm at that stage right now, you know. As soon as that's dry, I drill the holes in that and I clean that one. I could start kneading flour. Honest to God. Just need some flour and see how it works. So, yeah. I'm quite satisfied with my work. You know. Small little things like that just shows just how much the pain inside my body affects my thinking and judgment and my ability to plan ahead. You know. Because, I mean, that's why I'm only doing a little bit every day. You know. Because this here, to plan that out, would have taken too much processing in my head. It'll get to the point where the thing that's causing pressure in my head, affecting my judgment and thinking, starts to swell up and starts to hurt. And, you know, I could only go this far and stop before I could run into a problem. And I, you know, because I want to finish it, I made this decision. And obviously you can tell that this decision was not a good decision. It's a poor decision, right? I'm living with it though. It doesn't look bad, but it tells me that, you know, from where I was before the heart failure and stroke to where I am right now, when I apply myself to do something, I'm only going so far. I'm not going the full 9 yards. I'm only going just so far. And the rest of the yards that I can't go to, I don't even know that they exist. Because this heart failure and stroke with the hypoxia is causing me to forget all of that. Until I reach to that point and I say to myself, hey, something is wrong. Because something is wrong there. You know? And, you know, I mean, that's the big reason why when Rami and Paul decided to fire me from Nordic Refrigeration, I never contested them. Because I felt something in my body was wrong. So I thought to myself, okay, they let me go, but they let me go with employment insurance. So I said to myself, I'll relax. I'll use the employment insurance to try to recover my health and my strength. And hopefully I can go back to work. And look, it's 2012. It's 13 years now, and I'm only recovering now. And I'm still not at the stage where I can say that I can go and work for them safely. You know? Because right now, like, I'm working in my house, I'm comfortable. This is my home. I'm familiar with all the things here. If anything happens or goes wrong, you know, I could stop. But when you're going to work for somebody else, they have a certain level of expectation from you immediately. Okay? 1, 2, you're at their place. You know, you're not very familiar with their stuff, you know. And 3, it's their stuff, you know. And you're working up to their expectation. So this puts me in a state of panic. You know, it's making me panic and further compromising my situation. So it's still too dangerous for me to go and work an 9 to 5, 8 hours. 40-hour week, because like I said, you see how I put my name there? I could only go so far. Like in a week, I would love to put in 5 days. You know, I work 5 days and make that money, but I just can't. If I work 3 days a week, I think that's a lot. You know, like doing that job for Liz there, holy fuck. I really pushed myself for that. To build a pergola and to put in the beam underneath her cottage. I really, really pushed myself to do that work. You know. So, I mean, if I get 1 or 2 jobs like that a year, that's a lot for me to handle. You know. And to think about it, before, when I was healthy and strong, instead of picking up work like that to do on my own, I went and I worked for people who don't appreciate what I can do. And ultimately it culminated into, well, it didn't help my situation, and it just further caused the catastrophe that happened to me, you know, my health and all that. So, because I mean, I can do things like this in the state that I'm in. You can see it right there. I'm seeing it right there, right? Do you want to put up with the state that I'm in? That's the question. You know, that's just the question. But anyway, tomorrow I'll be going to rake leaves, so I was hoping to finish this tonight. Maybe if I push it a little bit, I can. I'm done with the yellow ones. The letters, because I want to put my email address on this. And I did message Serge and start showing him, but he didn't reply me as yet, so we'll see. He's a busy guy. Yeah, okay.